Let's run a Cobalt Core run. I'm enjoying the game. Hey, I don't want to spoil like upcoming YouTube videos, but check it out. First off, we got a new dang ship. You can toggle your cannons, and also, I got another new ship. I've never used this bad boy before. A comms vessel with no cannons. It launches special Jupiter drones, which channel its attacks. I don't know what that means. Jupiter's moons. At the start of combat, gain Jupiter's moons. Launch an object from your missile bay. Oh, every time you attack, the drone copies your attack. We did have that before. We also got a new guy. New guy just dropped. Check it out. Max, a hacker. His cards enhance and exhaust other cards and gamble with hand position. So I'm a simple man. I keep one. I'm a scientist, you might say. Call me Bob Pollard, the way I am a scientist. I either change the ship or I change the guy. And I'm thinking we keep basic ship and change the guy on this one. So let's go Max, a hacker. Enhance and exhaust other cards. Let's throw Drake into the mix here. He's a hired mercenary. She's a hired mercenary. Her cards are attacks and status effects. And then we basically choose, do we want evasion or shield? Let's go shield. Shield seems a little more reliable than evasion. We have no other defense. Let's give it a try. And then I think from what I've played of Cobalt Core so far, I think that Slay the Spire logic goes crazy in this. Removing cards for me has been very strong. May I also add, I'm on harder mode, not even hard mode. I'm on harder mode, which gives us an unexhaustible corrupted core in our hand and also -3 max hull, okay, among some other things. So I'm not on the highest difficulty, I'm one below it, but maybe if we do well, we'll move it one step higher up. But anyway, let's remove 2 cards. And honestly, play your leftmost card for free, then exhaust it. Interesting. Reverse the order of cards in your hand and then get 2 temp shield. Very interesting. I'm a big believer in dumping like a basic shot and a basic dodge. Little evasion can still go hard. And I'm sorry, I'll apologize for skipping the dialogue, but I'm not going to read it just out of a sense of inertia, okay? Now, let me think about this. That was a block? Sorry, what I meant was I want to remove a block because the dodge is more effective at avoiding damage most of the time. I said it wrong. Scratch that, reverse it. What does Timothée Chalamet say? I'll tell you right off the bat. Get stunned, kid. You're going to do no damage to me. And with 1 left in my hand, let's play a Corrupted Core. Get that out of my hand forever. Play your leftmost card for free, then exhausted. I could be persuaded. Let's put it that way. When you were picking characters, you said block is better than dodge. I didn't say better. Why are we just out here telling lies? I said more reliable. It's 2 very different things, you know? Subway, very reliable. They will give you a Subway sandwich. Local restaurants, usually better than Subway. There's a lot of variance, though. You might find yourself in Skibbity, Ohio, and you're like, man, I could really go for a cold cut combo right now. This Juicy Lucy ain't cutting it. Now, we'll move 1 to the side. That's a given. How about I shoot you? Not sweating heat right now. I would just shoot you again, and I will move 1 to the side. It'd be nice to do an EMP slug. I don't want to take hull damage without a heal, though, so we'll just go smack, smack, smack. Probably could have killed you that turn, huh? 4 damage? I'm worried. Here's the problem. Well, I guess, no, I can't kill you because you got 2 shield up here. If we play reroll. Oh, reroll's not what I thought it was. It does give us 2 temp shield, though. So we're taking 4 damage, we don't sweat it. Reverse the order of cards in your hand. Play Shield Surge. We're taking none damage. Hit you for 1. It's not that bad. I got confused. EMP Slug kills you. Get owned. Return an exhausted card to your hand. I see the engine, but I don't really like it. I don't really like 2 shield at the cost of a heat. What happens when you upgrade it? For 0 or 2 exhausted cards to your hand. And then the card admin deploy does not make the card free. It plays it for free. Reading the card explains the card. Skip me. I don't think it's good enough, honestly. I want 2 elites. I will take this path. Am I getting robbed? Give her cargo hold. All artifact map nodes offer 1 more option or enter combat. I would like to enter combat. Even if you're going to do some damage to me, we can't afford to live with that. That's a damn disaster waiting to happen, bro. Shield surge me. Reroll me. Play a basic shot. We could use some damage, though. That's a given. Could stun you. What are you going to do? You're going to apply a status. You're going to raise their shields. This is going to be annoying. I really don't want to exhaust this card. I'd like to exhaust perhaps a basic shot. Let me think about this, okay? Using evasion kind of sucks. We have 1 heat already. Why do we have 1 heat? What did I play that gave me a heat? Are we in a solo? What happened? You got shot? Oh, that's the status. Okay, hang on. So I'll play heat sink, evasion, which then allows us to stun you so we don't get more heat, and we consider that an acceptable trade. So you're going to apply like a frick load of heat. Understandable. Have a good day. How about a heat sink to remove some heat? An EMP slug. We get hit for 1. I'm sure we get heat as a result of that, unfortunately, but at least we're putting out some damage here. This is just an unfortunate turn. I would play this. I would play this. And honestly, let's just... I know this is trash too, but let's exhaust a basic attack. We're going to take some hull damage. On the... Just because of our... Or maybe we won't. We probably will, because our best cards... Our only real damage-dealing cards require... generating heat, but that's okay. You're only generating 1 shield. Maybe I'm not crying. Let's see. So we would take 1 hull damage if we played an EMP slug. But the thing is, we're going to get too hot anyway, so we might as well get the heat on our own terms. It makes perfect sense. Don't worry about the bits. The bits are going to come. We just have to get our engine off the ground first, okay? Right now, we're walking out here. It's like day 1 on Minecraft, okay? We got sticks and we got rocks, and we got to figure out how we're going to survive against zombies. In 2 in-game days, we're going to have a pit with zombies in it. That's going to give us endless experience. But day 1, you just got to dig a little hole, put a door on top of it, and then, like, just wait till morning, okay? We want expensive cards that admin deploy can combo off of. We want to play a heat sink, which allows us to avoid this damage. You move to the side 1. We smack you and get some permanent shields. EMP slug would go crazy here. Am I going to kill you? You have 4 HP. I'm going to kill you. That was pretty good. X equals your heat. See, this seems horrible. X equals your heat. So it's going to be like 0, 1, 2, or 3 probably. Do that much damage and then instantly end your turn. I can see the value. Doesn't end your turn or does double damage. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. Or but EMP slug is so good, man. EMP slug is just crazy, especially if we could get a heal. I'm taking EMP Slug. Your missile bay gains armor or ricochet paddle. I'm an armored Andy. I'm a simple man. 1 free evasion. I think... Call me crazy. Move me 1 to the side. We'll probably take 1 hit as a result of this. Wait, maybe I can be smart. EMP Slug. No, I have to heat sink. Okay, EMP Slug. Oh, but if I heat sink, I can't play admin deploy. I'm supposed to play this one so I could then use admin deploy on the other one. You fool! What are you thinking? Well, at least we keep it in our deck. We don't take any damage in the process, but it's still kind of like... That's a bummer, dude. One evasion would go crazy. Unfortunately, that's not possible, so I'm about to take 4 damage. That's got a sting. Okay? Oh, because I stunned you, I only take 3. But that still is more than I'd like to take. Can I get a little evasion, please? I guess it's not that big of a deal. We're just kind of in like a war of attrition. We need, if we, because I've played with this character before. If we get a heal card, everything is okay. Maybe not great, but okay. Go ahead, hit me for 2, see if I care. I'm still smacking you. We're gonna get some heat. I'm choosing to live with that. EMP slug, he's stunned, doesn't matter. We're gonna take 1 more hull damage, but at some point we have to kill you. Yeah, I see the problem. Turns out, shield is okay, but being able to like dodge attacks so you take no damage is also pretty effective. I have to smack you. You gotta take damage. I guess you could heat sink, then drop an EMP slug, which saves 3 damage while also doing 3 damage. We just need to figure out how we're gonna live through this. How much damage do we need to do? 4 damage. It's so doable. Okay, not dead. We do have 2 elite fights coming up, though. Discard a random card, draw 2 cards, reduce heat by 1, shield surge, or next attack stuns. I'm not taking any frickin' hull strength here. This is basically you admitting that you're going to lose. We're not going to be doing that. Basic dodge for 0, giving you 2 evasion. There's some temptations there. Admin deploy 2 rules. Choose a card in your hand, play it for free. You're right, there's something to that. I'm very easily swayed in the early days of a new roguelite. Like, I can play EMP Slug for 1. That's very nice. And then, heatsink. We could get rid of Corrupted Core. I feel like I would rather... Like, playing the shield keeps us in a new... You just gotta level with me here, okay? The point is not to take the minimum damage per turn. The point is to win the fight. Long term, I think winning the fight is better to save this evasion to possibly save us more than 2 damage in the future that we're tanking on our shields anyway. So I think you save your 1 evasion. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's where I'm coming at it from. Wherever you are, you're gonna give me a card. Well, let's generate heat. Removing 1 of the cards you're going to give me. Discard a card, draw 2. Oh, it's infinite. It's not discarded when played. Interesting. I don't know if that's good or bad. Choose a card in your hand, play it for free. You joking with me? This... I mean, we have no heat. Come on, man! No heat, pleading emoji. You don't need heat to play it. You need heat to feel good about playing it, though. Two damage. Honestly, I'd rather keep a blue shield available and deal with the trash in my hand later. Maybe I'll regret it. I don't regret it yet. Stun me? No, maybe vent. No, stun. Do the stun first, then the ventilator to remove the heat you generated off the stun. Similarly, stun me. You're doing like next to you're doing 1 damage to me. We just smack you. Just don't draw too much trash and we win the fight. Your life is over. Okay, easiest fight of my life. Can I please get a heal? 1 shield, 2 temp shield, better shield capacity, or a piercing attack. I think, give me the piercing attack, please. And I'm going to try to fight both elites. Every 3 dizzy cards played, get a shield, or your shield lasts between combats. Everybody relax. I think they both have some value. How many dizzy cards do I play? None, basically. We take shield memory. Okay, 2 elites. Yeah. This is what I wanted. Is it what I wanted? Probably. Explosive slug me. You take double damage? Double damage. I can get myself over there. We take 2. Or we take 0, but we do less damage. Don't move. Don't move. You moved. You weren't supposed to move. That was like the whole thing. Okay. Get stunned. We are going to take 1 here. Basically, no matter what. Because we have none evasion. We still have none evasion. We're going to hell. Even a move to the right doesn't do anything for us, because I'm going to get... This will turn into 0, but this will turn into 6. So I'm taking 6. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. The turn is over. The round is over. Okay, we go again. That sucked pretty bad. Try the other ship. I'm going to tell you straight up. You know what I talked about with first impressions? Hacker voice, you're cut. Riggs is basically mandatory. Who the fuck is Riggs? He's your pilot? I guess a ship having a pilot makes sense. We can try a different ship, though. Jupiter. Comms vessel with no cannons? Well, I guess... If we have no cannons, what the hell do we do with someone who has attacks? I guess we just simply wouldn't take them. No, because the attacks allow the Jupiter drone to attack. That's right. Okay. Let's give it a try then. Give me a common artifact. Gain 2 evade on the first turn. Ain't nothing common about that, bro. That seems incredible. It seems insane. Move me. Jupiter's moons me. We have no cannons, so we can play our attacks wherever we choose. You're gonna miss me anyway? Oh! Okay, okay. 2 evasion. About a little Jupiter's Moons. Basic shot me. Shield surge me. I get it. About a little Jupiter's Moons. EMP slug me. I'm just thankful now that I look at it that that did not cost me 3 heat. But either way, I mean, like, that's the most damage output I've ever seen in my entire life. Give me more attacks that do lots of damage. Give me an explosive slug. And then we can only do 1 elite if my math is correct here. I'm a very simple man. I think you move 1, play Jupiter's Moons. Quick draw shot. Move 1, Jupiter's Moons. You miss me. You're going to blow up 1 Jupiter. That's fine. You blocked a missile. That's what we in the business call tempo. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Play a Jupiter's Moons. How about an explosive slug for you? We get 1 heat. Who cares? How about another 2 damage? Dude, this is crazy. Now on this turn, we're doing nothing. No, we're not. We're killing you. You're going to die. Attack damage equals your missing hull. I'm going to be honest, I snooze on that. I would definitely take an evasive shot. Now I'll probably overrate evasion forever, but that's fine. Remove or upgrade? I'm a big removal Andy. Do me a favor, remove a basic shift. Keep me moving. We move to the side. I'm going to slow play you. I think you're going to move into a position to try to attack me, so I'm going to play Jupiter's Moons and a scramble to get our evasion going crazy next turn. You're guaranteed to move out of the way of the next shot. That's what do I care? Play a Jupiter's Moons. Where you going, brother? There's nowhere to hide. Now all we need is the one that is like, every time you miss a shot, do 1 damage to the enemy's hull. Like, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do when they're out down home? Right home, cause he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? You may not. That's kind of like that's a vintage song. We don't know that one? You know? You should try listening to some good music sometime. It'll change your life. Alright, get owned. What would you do? I don't know. I guess I'd try to go to the food bank or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I heard the song. Now, do we need a second EMP slug? I don't think so. I think we would rather remove cards until we have the equivalent of twice as many EMP slugs, because our deck is half as thick or twice as thin. Move 2 spaces in a random direction. Shield or attack. The hell's a food bank? They call it something different in the United States of America? No, we call it a food bank. Okay, well, then I'm not going to answer the question. Food pantry sometimes? Food bank is a known term. I'm not trying to say Canadians invented the food bank. That's what we always called it. I deposited 20 chicken nuggets. 5 years later, I got 22 chicken nuggets. You shouldn't have put your chicken nuggets into CDs, okay? You should have put them into Solana. If you put 20 chicken nuggets into Solana in 2020, by the end of the year, you would have had 500 chicken nuggets. Now, you would have 4 chicken nuggets. But all you gotta, you Buy the chicken nuggets low and you sell the chicken nuggets high. What's low? What's high? Haven't you seen the seminal TikTok? I'm going to show you a little tip that allows my husband and I to live our lives without having to work a traditional 9 to 5. See, what I do is I look at the graph, and when I see a stock that's like going up, I buy it, and then it goes up like a little bit more, and then I just sell it. And that's how we like pay our bills and stuff like that. This guy's besmirching CDs. Shake my head. CD Andes when the inflation print comes in 0.1% under expected and the S&P 500 goes up 18% in 6 weeks. If you want the goodness of the risk off, don't be mad when the risk on starts kicking its ass, okay? That's why there's something called a risk-adjusted return, a risk premium. You gotta read the damn literature before you start. Okay, sorry. There's a value to having the ballast and the gasoline in the tank, okay? I don't need you. Instantly move 2, gain 1 shield. Honestly, I'm skipping. I like my deck right now. I like where we stand. You see Harry Styles bald? I love that for him. Let me get a little Jupiter's Moons. I should have evaded 2 because then I could have stunned you and stopped the status. But you know what? It is what it is. I can't afford to play this. That's fine. I'm not taking 2 damage. You wouldn't catch me taking 2 damage. Move me. Jupiter's Moons me. Block shot me. It would be nice to dump heat. That way we could play an EMP surge without taking damage. How does heat work? It's a great question. Heat is I don't know what the industry term for it is. If you have 3 or more at the end of your turn, take 1 hull damage and reduce it to 0. So you could go, if you have 3 heat, take 1 hull damage, reduce heat to 0. If you got 20 heat, take 1 hull damage, reduce to 0. I'm just thinking this through. So if I play this, it basically just blows up an asteroid for no reason. No thank you. How about an evasive shot, which does give us 1 evasion, which then allows us to... I like our current position is the problem, because I can summon a drone right here. So I think we stay in town. I just don't like that at all. I'll summon a drone. And then I would prefer to stay in the same spot. So I'm going to tank the damage and maintain my evasion just in case. We're going to take 1 hull damage. Sorry, the game's not called take 0 hull damage. The game's called Cobalt Core. Okay, I'm a simple man. You want to slow play it? Then let's slow play it. And now we ruin your life. Oh, stop hitting yourself. Don't you get shield for saving energy? There's a genre of video game called roguelites. That seems to be where the confusion lies here. When you finish a run, you don't maintain the items and the cards that you had on your next run. I did have that on a run in the past. Perhaps my first run that I've ever done. One of the finest legal minds we've ever known. But no longer. I'm a simple man. Move me to the side. Did you see the discourse on what is and what isn't an indie game? Yep. It If you work in the world of gaming, I understand, especially if you're an indie game developer that didn't get nominated for Indie Game of the Year, I understand why you're involved in that discourse. If you're a dude who lives in Ohio, spending hours every day weighing in on it, if that's what you're passionate about, speak your truth. I'm just saying, wouldn't be me. Not at age 34 with time at a premium. But when you get older, you either get wiser or you get out of touch. And sometimes those look the same to two different observers. So your mileage may vary on that one. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think that I am a payback guy on this run. This is like you get a free revenge attack every time you get hit, but we're not tanking that many shots right now. Now, multi-stun, it does 0 damage, but if we got like some overcharge that made it so we did more damage, like 1 extra damage per attack, you could see how this would scale with all of our drones. Even pulse barriers, like, okay. I think I would try a multi-stun and we'll see how it goes. Jupiter drones do 1 more damage when directly in front of your comms. Okay. You could see how that could work. Or 1 random enemy part is brittle, takes double damage. I mean, brittle is like really good. Radar subwoofer makes the card that we just got good, but I think fracture detection is what it's all about, man. Oh! We got the relic we wanted anyway. Okay, remove a card. Remove 1 basic block, please. How about this event? You again. Lore, lore, lore. What do you value the most? It's a 1-use card that is then removed from our deck. I hate a card you can only use 1 time, man. But 7 damage times our drones probably like erases a boss from existence immediately. Okay, let's get some upgrades going here. An attack working multiple times seems like it would go insane. Oh, adding a little bit of damage to the first one? That seems like it could go crazy too. Third attack would go crazy if they were directly in front of comms. But there's a lot to like here. I would say let's start with this. Let's go with the 2 attacks, which is going to make our Jupiter drones go insane. And all we got to do is figure out what the fuck comms is. It's like, I summon you. Feel like I move? Just work with me on this one. Move me. Summon me. I'm going to move again anyway, so I might as well do it now so we get the comms buff. This will stun you. Which is the main reason I'm doing it, is for the stun. And then we're taking 1, which is irrelevant. Comms is the other side? Oh, son of a gun. You're not wrong, huh? This being flippable would be sick too. You need another one of these and these. How about a quick ephemeral blast? That seems pretty good. I don't really want to move to the left. I'd rather just do like a how-to basic, because moving to the left, yeah, it doesn't do it. Well, I'm gonna move this way. Okay, we're taking 0. You would do 1, 0, move to the right, 0, 0. That doesn't strike me as being very good. I'd rather just kill you. That seems smarter. Gain 1 energy, gain 1 heat. I do like, this is kind of crazy. To force an enemy to not be able to move is nice if you're in a great spot. Plus, again, every attack is better because it goes off of the scales based on the number of our drones. Okay, I need gamers here. Gain evasion every turn is crazy, but also What does Genesis do, man? Isn't it crazy that people only remember Dave Chappelle or Ja Rule from that one Dave Chappelle bit, Where is Ja? That's not true. Anybody who rides with me on the Peloton hears a Ja Rule featuring Ashanti song. I would say once a week, maybe 1.5 times a week. Mesmerize, always on time. What is crazy is you never hear about Ashanti and you never hear about Ja Rule. You always hear about them together. 3 artifacts now, but you have to play 3 junk cards at one point. Ooh. Demon Thrusters is pretty good too. Let's try it. Pick an artifact. Heart Distiller. Gain 1 Serenity every 3rd turn. The next time you would gain any amount of heat, lose Serenity. We'll try that. Gain 1 energy every 3rd turn. Or your ship overheats at 4 instead of 3. I'll take the energy. It'll help me play the Genesises. Your first attack each turn pierces, or every time your discard pile is shuffled, the enemy loses 1 hull. I'll do some piercing, even if that's not what I'm built around. Lore. Does anyone else say baby as uniquely as Ja? He does go, baby. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. He do be saying stuff like that. I would say, to be quite frank with you, there's no doubt about it. I'm going to move you to the side and play our first Genesis card. Thoughts on the I Am Rectangular song? Is like insanely bad, obviously. Now, hear me out here. Watch this. Do I want to stun? You're going to apply a status effect to yourself. We move you to the side. We play a Jupiter's Moons. We play an EMP Slug to stop you from buffing yourself. And then we put you right there. We keep our drone alive. Heat sink me. Play a tanky drone. Couple of attacks. Couple of attacks. We want to get rid of that Genesis at some point, but it is what it is. Can't move, huh? I can kill you. That's pretty good. That's a good move. I kind of was hoping to get my Genesis gone in this fight, but it is what it is. 3 random moves. 1, 0 cost 1 evasion or lower shield capacity. Get temp shield. I'm honest with you. I'm skipping that one. Seems like a skippability. Call me Sonic Youth the way that one's got skippability. Now you're doing 2 damage and launching a missile at nothing. I think this is, oh, but it's 3 damage. Moving to the right doesn't do much for us. Well, moving to the right takes off 1 damage. Let me get a little Jupiter's Moons out here. We don't know what part of you is brittle yet. That's right. About a block shot Andy. Then the explosive slug for the piercing. Because it pierces on the first attack pierces. Now we're chilling. We're not chilling. Did I lose a hole? No, I did. We're chilling. We want to move 1 to the left on this one. So a multi-stun goes crazy and you're right in front of comms. It has value, but it's not that much value now that I look at it. It's not that bad though. We have extra energy too. You'd play one of these. This gives us 1 damage and moves us 1 to the left. I feel like you'd rather just have like a scramble in that situation. Maybe you start with a draw shot. And then like 1 to the left. We have 2 damage incoming. Lock the enemy in place for 2 turns. Whoa! Play a little shield. And we're still loving life. You can't move for a long time. This is a gimme, brother. Move me. Jupiter's moons me. EMP slug means we will take 1 hull damage. But it'll also kill you, so there is that. Would have been nice to play some trash. I should have thought about that. X equals your heat, move X to the right, but it's flippable. 3 shield, 3 moves left, and an evasion or a scramble. I'm skipping this one, man. You had Serenity anyways. Oh, Serenity, no! Let's be smart. We play Genesis Canister, then we never have to worry about it again. Now, you do have 3 missiles coming out. That's why it's great to have evasion. 4 energy this turn. Two damage incoming. We finally removed all the trash from my deck. I will prevent a missile from spawning. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. How's my second favorite Canadian streamer doing? I don't know. You'd have to ask Mouth. I don't even know if I'm on the list. Oh. Draw shot. Sorry, I'm just thinking. About to take 3 damage. I'm one of those like crazy guys who would prefer not to. Call me Bartleby the Scrivener. How about move me? This saves 1 damage. And you're about to blow up my shit. Serenity. Next time you gain any amount of heat, lose 1 instead. I really don't want to take hull damage, man. It's not the kind of thing that interests me. Like you're gonna, we have no tempo. You know it's true. We have none tempo. Like we're doing a little. Is there an escape button? I guess you're summoning missiles in an area where we only need 1 evasion to get out of the way this time. I think we're going to start to do some damage. We don't really want to move that way. We don't really want to move this way either, but well, at the cost of that. Okay, 2 Serenity. Now we can start to play heat. Now we're doing... Oh, but you're not even touching this laddie. What's up with that? We do want to be able to move. We also like doing damage, though. So how about... We'd like to scramble 1 to the side. We're going to want scramble. I think you scramble, Jupiter's moons do no damage, but bank an evasion for next turn that can help you get into a better position. Seeker missile? That's like... well, you know what? We'll play a shield. We don't have a shield. Maybe we have to accept it's not the end of the world to take 1 hull damage. Though it pains me mightily. Heat sink saves us a little bit. Basic shot does not... Wait, oh, you're pointed in the wrong direction, my friend. Okay, I'll accept my 2 hull damage. And then play good attacks this turn. These are the good attacks. Especially with Serenity. I don't know, this might have seemed like it was horrible, but I think if you focus on the positives, the only reason that we took the hull damage is because we played 2 Genesis on turn, or 2 Genesis on this fight. Dude, Seer B goes crazy. It goes insane. We got rid of our trash, so I think we're chilling now. Now we don't have to waste time with that. We can just start our engine immediately. Move me, moon me. With your whole ship is brittle, basically. EMP slug me for the stun. You're not brittle, you're armored now. Now, because you get armored after you take 1 hit, that's fine. Move me again. We got 1 evasion, we got a drone out there. I understand. Multi-hit's not going to do it for us. Evasive shot is nice. Draw shot is nice. Let's give me a draw shot first. We got 3 energy. Give me an evasive shot. You should always summon a moon first. What are you doing, man? Two damage, which is actually 1 damage. I snooze. Give me the evasion. Okay, you're brittle. You're doing some damage. You are rectangular. I think it's still a simple turn. You play 1 of these. We have Serenity, so let's stun and avoid the heat. Oh my god. You're dead? What? Snoop Dogg just tweeted, he's giving up smoke. I think we love that for him, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. What do you think? Snoop Dogg recently tweeted, he's giving up smoke. In other words, wait, in other news, Snoop Dogg just tweeted today, he's giving up smoke. That's right, guys. Snoop Dogg is giving up smoke. In other words, Snoop Dogg just tweeted that he's giving up smoke. That's right, folks. Snoop Dogg giving up smoke. In unrelated news, the Pope just announced he's considering converting to Scientology. He is. He's considering it. Okay, here we go. Run it back. We'll do it. We'll do it live! That's a divisive one. People are like, fuck the Pope, but maybe like fuck Scientology more? I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was an 8-minute TikTok that explained how I should feel about this specific issue. Hey guys, welcome back. By popular demand, we got another video. It's the top 10 most canceled people of all time. In case your friends are ever like arguing about who's more canceled, Kevin Spacey or Louis C.K., you can refer to this video. We've had a team of researchers. Definitely Spacey. Yeah, it's Kevin Spacey more canceled than Louis C.K. for sure. O.J. Simpson, kind of less canceled than Kevin Spacey because his cancellation happened in the 1990s. It's been longer. Yes, and I'm not saying that I'm observing the phenomenon. I'm not saying it's how it should be, okay? So you forgive him? Forgive him for what? He was acquitted. You're about to lose your life, brother. We move to the side so we do more damage with this. Because you'll be right behind comms. We sear you. Oh, we explosive slug you, dude. We're going crazy. Choose a card in your draw pile. Put it in your hand. Choose 2 cards in your draw pile. Put them in your hand. I mean, I think selective memory goes crazy for sure. Every 4th turn gain overdrive. Yes, this means that our 0 damage attacks will actually be like playable now. Shield memory. We don't really mess around with the blue stuff on this run, but I see your point, and I'll pay you Tuesday for an ambigate to die. I will. I move to the side to breathe in because I want to play Jupiter's Moons, and then to be honest with you, I wish to stun you so you don't get blown up. But an explosive slug also goes kind of crazy. Suppose it could have gone crazier, but and a missile there we got to talk about. Do we have to talk about it? Honestly, I would probably just send you into the abyss. And then summon another Jupiter's Moons to maintain our tempo. I got evasion, but why not give me some more? Because I'm going to burn one right here. Okay, now you, things Snoop Dogg can no longer say. I'm going to burn one right here. Thank you, thank you. Do we have overdrive this turn? We don't. So multi-stun is not so good. How about a Jupiter's Moons? And then a little scramble to bail us out. This is our overdrive turn, but we're not really doing much. I'd like to move one to the side. And then, I mean, this is an easy one. You just sort of do this. Can you stay? You know what I need? I need to lock you down. I have no ability to move this stuff in the mid-ship region. Dunk at the donkey 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 dunk. It is a very expensive turn for us right there. We have none evasion left. We do have 3 drones out there. Finally, I can actually, like, hit you. It's pretty good. 2 heat. Play a little draw shot. Play a little explosive slug B, but if this doesn't kill you, you'll take 1 damage from the heat. So instead, I'm just going to freeze dry you so you're stuck there next turn. Wait a minute, but now I'm going to get struck by a missile. But I have shield! You can't move, you can't move! Oh, I can't move! Oh man, how embarrassing for you. It's not my overdrive turn. I could stun you so you don't shoot a missile. I don't think I can kill you. I think I gotta wait a turn. I could prevent a missile from spawning. And then lock you in place once more. We're just waiting for, like, one of our seer attacks. That'll do it. Draw cards. Move, shoot, move. Move, shoot, move's kind of tempting here. It's flippable. Branded on flippable. Move, shoot, move. It's really move 1 to the left. I think this is good. Let me think about this, because if you... Move to the left. Shoot. Spawn a drone. Move to the left. Shoot. Move 1 over. I don't know. Let's do it. Another elite. Okay. Rip you. Probably. I'm taking none damage turn 1. This is going to be like really bad for you. Because we will hit you with a seer, which is going to ruin your life. And then an explosive slug, which is also going to ruin your life. Two moves goes insane here. 2 moves, Jupiter's Moons. Stop you from moving. Would have been nice if there was a stun, but that's life. We still got 1 evasion. Taking 1 damage this turn, i.e. none damage this turn. I don't really want to move, though. You get stuck in my hand. That's a dream come true. Go ahead, stay stuck in my hand. I know what I must do. Jupiter's Moons. Selective Memory. EMP Slug for the greatest stun of all time. We're taking 1 damage, which is meaningless. Attack again. This was my overcharge turn, too. Okay. I have 3 evasion. I think we finally got this figured out. Your life's over, right? You're dead? Plus, one part of you is brittle. We just don't know what part yet. Oh, you're dead. It was that part. This song kind of sounds like an Undertale song. Undertale MFers when they hear music. I'm just joking. They do have some great music in that game. It does sound pretty reminiscent in this at times. Exothermic release. 1 piercing damage, lower the heat. Hand cannon A. Draw a card. X, your damage equals your hand size. I mean, considering the number of drones we could have out here, there's something to say about that. Plus, it's pre-upgraded. Every 5th time you attack, gain evade. Now, does this work with... This is like when I play an attack card, right? Otherwise, with 2 drones out there, every time I play 2 attacks, I get, well, 3 attacks, I get 1 evasion. That would be maybe overpowered. Let's say when we're hot, our attacks do more damage. And then please upgrade a card. Although at this point... Let me think about this. Our other seer is already upgraded. That's fantastic. EMP slug going crazy on the damage. Sure, that's a gimme as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we got evil rigs, or are we evil rigs? Who knows? This is second boss. Taking a lot of damage on this one. This is why evasion goes crazy. 1 move here to the side saves us a lot. But let's start with the Jupiter's moons. I think you could like sear. We need to stun you. I should have summoned you to the side a little bit. I gotta think about this. Should have moved first, because if I could have stunned this or stunned this, it would have been better. Well, you might be the brittle part, though. We gotta figure out which one of you is brittle. Maybe like this first. See if you're brittle. Oh, but then we gotta select a 0-cost card. Do we even have a 0? We don't even have a 0-cost card. Okay. Brittle has an icon. Just give me a second. I'm going to cook your ass. 1 random enemy part is made brittle at the start of the fight. The part is not marked as brittle until it is damaged. Get cooked. Get cooked! Get his ass. Yeah. But we love him, don't we, folks? Don't we? What's the broken glass icon? Bro, the broken glass icon is weak. It takes 1 more damage. Brittle's a skull. They take double damage. Don't get me started on this liquid IV. I got a formula of liquid IV called hydration multiplier. What is this paper towel math? That, like, the motherfuckers at liquid IV see you drinking a glass of water. 1 glass of water multiplies your water. Yeah, maybe if I'd only consumed... Listen, joke doesn't have legs. It's for the Peloton sub-community. I was at Costco yesterday, and they were doing a free sample of Liquid IV. And I said, no thank you. I'm already a customer. They gave me a look, and then I went back and I told the Peloton sub-community, and they said, just so you know, most people don't see Liquid IV as a, like, sports drink. They see it as a hangover cure. So everybody I've been telling about Liquid IV thinks that I'm just like drinking too many Chimay Blues every night. It's not true. I'm drinking Liquid IV the first hour of the 2-hour Peloton rides. It goes insane as a hangover cure? I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know. Anyway. We're taking 1 hull damage here. That's stinky. But is there a way around it? If we move to the side, we're taking 1 hull damage. If we move 2 to the side, we spent a shitload of evasion. I think you accept the hull damage in exchange for... Well, you know what? I guess you could just do a block shot. Maybe it's a little weak, but it's something. It is a weird name, because most IV drugs are liquid to begin with. You're not wrong. I can't dispute that. Boys go to Jupiter drone to act more stupider drone. Obviously, let's start with an explosive slug, just because it does the most damage anyone's ever seen in their lives. I'm not sure which one of you is the brittle part. We're taking 3. We're taking 1. I guess I will accept taking 1 damage. Real problem, we got no damn drones next turn. Is it that big of a deal? Not really, because we summon a drone, and then we do an explosive slug that just kills you immediately. Hey! I think it's a little too late for Pillage and Plunder. Attack for 2 damage. If it kills, gain max hull. Just with only like maybe 4 fights left before the boss, we say no on that one. Think Twice. Think Twice has got me a little tempted. And Ace was just a little too expensive on the energy cost, I think. I think I gotta go Think Twice here. Permanently gain +1 max shield on pickup. Gain 1 shield at the start of every turn. If the shield was already full, take 2 hull damage. Replace Jupiter drones with Jupiter Eclipse. What the hell does that? It looks exactly the same. Oh, they cost 0 instead of 1. They cost 0 instead. That's like 1 free energy per turn. Oh! Bo Horvat really going through it after leaving the Canucks? Yep. He left the Canucks and immediately signed like a $67 million contract in one of the most desirable places to live in the United States that gives him job security for the next 8 years. Dude's, what is he? And plus he's old as shit, right? He's like 27. Dude's pretty cooked. Glad that's not me. People were like, he really had a rough one last night. What are you talking about? He scored. He lost. That's because the Canucks are undefeatable. Unless you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, the New York Rangers, the Philadelphia Flyers, or there's one other one. Isn't there, folks? I don't remember. Or the Flames tonight? We're on a back-to-back? Hardly seems fair. Just yet another example of East Coast bias. So hand cannon kind of goes nutty, huh? This costs 0. I think we should choose another Jupiter, move, play it, and then play hand cannon. We got another Jupiter. Good lord. I mean, I would do this, and then play our Jupiter Eclipse. Get in my face, brother. You're going to hell. I should have summoned 1 more drone. You would already be dead. Are you seeing the damage we're doing here? If you do that, you're going to hell before you die. So true. Captain Lou Albano says it. It must be true. We skip. We got the perfect deck already. I would like to do 2 elite fights, please. I'm going to bet that you are brittle. And this is going to ruin your life. Stun will stop you from putting up a shield, though, which is kind of sick. I don't really want to move 1 to the left, though. I really should have played this. Oh, I don't know. I needed to summon the drone. You're not brittle, but at least you're not putting up a shield. You're doing 5 damage. I gotta get my ass to Mars, bro. 2 evasion, 3 evasion. 1, 2, 3. So I gotta have you smacking that part instead. Moving 1 to the right saves us 1 damage. I guess you're right. It would be nice to draw a drone. Oh! I'm not playing that. We don't have any cards that we can afford. Huge. You're gonna hit only if it hits. Okay, well, move me one. Jupiter Eclipse. This is like a horrible turn. 2, and then 1. I hate it. I can't afford to play this in my opinion. Let's just bank evasion. Drone is always on the top of your draw pile. What if I draw 5 cards? Bard. Hang on, we got something here. Jupiter Eclipse. I have an idea. You draw it once, and then another one appears on the top of my draw pile. Watch this. Actually, this is just better. 3 damage. Yeah, this is better. Oh! Oh! It's a lot of damage. Wilford Brimley. Did you know Wilford Brimley was 17 years old when he filmed The Thing? People aged different back then. Turn an upgrade B card into an A, gain an annoyance. Turn an upgrade A into a B. Okay, I don't have the cognitive capacity for this. What happens if you become A? That's worse. I would say worse. I'm loving the stuns. Become a B. Become more expensive, but you do more damage. A hand cannon A. Oh, but we only have hand cannon. No, we have hand cannon A. A hand cannon A into a B is probably good for us. But is it worth? Yeah. Yeah. No thanks, Wilford. Honestly, I'm good. I appreciate it. I think it could have been good, but I'm scared. You're not brittle. You're weak. It'd be nice to hit the weak part. But I got also, maybe you're the brittle part. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like I can move to the side, summon a Jupiter Eclipse, stun you, discard my whole hand, would draw a Jupiter Eclipse. The man's gone crazy. Move to this. Well, we don't even. We do have to move to the side. And it was the brittle part. Yes. Another Jupiter drone. Well, it'll stay in our hand. That's fine. Taking 4 damage. We might not be able to kill you on this turn, but you kind of corrode yourself into death no matter what. I guess you'd always want to play Selective Memory, though, but you might just want to play like a Jupiter Eclipse first, so you get it out there. I know what we got to do. Jupiter Eclipse, 2 Heat, 1 Serenity, Selective Memory for a stun. We don't have one. Freeze Dry to lock you in place. I'll live with that. These are stuns, though. These are stuns. We already had a stun in hand. We had nothing to worry about. It's the first time I think I've ever played that, like, for value. Then get locked into position. And then get shot. You're going to die next turn. Holy cow. We don't need anything else. As much as I like the EMP slug, we can only damage ourselves. Your ship overheats at 4 instead of 3. Gain 1 max hull and heal 1 every time you beat a boss or elite. It's too late for this to be useful. I don't see this being that useful either because we kill enemies before we take heat damage, but maybe that'll change on a longer fight, so why not? Now, me speaking frankly, I would love to stun you. So you know what? I also would love to not get a status effect, but that's life. Move me, Jupiter Eclipse me, Selective Memory. Quick EMP slug, never hurt anybody. Dips beneath the lasers. It's alright, we can use one evasion. Really should have just yeeted like a basic attack out there. Alas. Okay, so the first attack is always trash. Noted. Fair enough. And now we're not taking any damage. We can afford to just set up instead. I'm a simple man. How about it? Play a corrupted core, gain some evasion. At some point, you're going to have to get in my face. And I'm going to have enough evasion to ruin your life. I would love to... I think I need to, like, play a cheap attack that also moves me. Watch this. They didn't move this turn! I'm stupid! Okay, gets... I know what I must do. I'll stun you so you don't do anything. Then I'll move to the side. I'll launch a zero-cost drone at your face. As far as I'm concerned, we could take this turn off. Yeah, you come over here. Now, just gonna be honest with you, brother. I'm not sure you're gonna like what's about to happen. It's a bad day to be you. Let's put it that way. How much HP you got? 7. We discard our whole hand. Oh, tough luck, buddy. Lose all evade next turn, but gain 3 immediately. Add 1 damage to all attacks. Gain 2 heat. Add 1 damage to all attacks forever? Kind of insane. Like, for that, the duration of that combat. It takes a lot to get me to take a card this late. But we take it. Okay, now you are annoying. We might as well wake you up immediately. Maybe this will be the brittle part. I guess we could just... I was hoping to draw like a Jupiter drone. I guess we will. Yeah, you're not brittle. That's fine. Move me to the side. Play one of these, and then brittle me. None brittle, left beef. Understandable? Okay, we take 1 damage. Who cares? We get you next turn. Oh, dude! We're scaling like crazy. I don't want this garbage. Come on. Heal 1 after each combat. Every time an attack misses the enemy by 1 space, the enemy takes 1 damage. It's like exactly what we're looking for. Junji Ito voice, it was made for us. How about a Jupiter Eclipse? Heat Wave. I got a genius idea here. Think twice, which means we summon another Jupiter drone. Move to the side, summon your Jupiter. The super stun has just happened. We've discovered your brittle point. It's over. But actually. Skip me. Okay, what do I never want to see... I guess I like the idea of choosing 2 cards in my draw pile. You should fight them? You're right. Everything's telling me that I shouldn't. Do not do it. Absolutely not. You will lose. It's a trap. You will die. I promise you will lose. But this is the strongest build I've ever seen. You know what? I think it makes more... I'm just taking a second to think through it analytically. It makes more sense for the first time we fight the merchant. We should fight them on the first shop so we know what to expect in the future. You don't do it right before the final boss. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so upgrade me. Grab 1 more card once? No. Remove me. Remove like a basic dodge, bro. I never want to see this. We live sensibly. Man, having stuns goes insane. I do want to play you, but then I can't play my stuns. I should have moved to the side to stun this instead. In the business, we call that an L, but alas, it is what it is. I'd still like to stun you so you don't break the drone. It's not that bad. I think you move, and you move. You're taking 2 damage. We have like max shield. We don't care. Start with this because it pierces, and then play your attack that pierces anyway for the stun. Pass turn. You're whiffing. Hate to see that. It's okay. I mean, the run's still fine. We did not find the brittle part. Jupiter Eclipse. Selective memory. Let's think about this logically. Multi-stun does kind of go crazy. It keeps the drone alive, which is nice. And it does some damage. We're presently taking 3 damage. I think I'm a simple guy. I'm going to bet on the evasion being worth more, plus it comes with some extra damage. NL's in his simple guy arc? I think that's true. I take pride in the simplicity of my guyness right now. It's like start... I kind of like being on this side. Maybe we don't play a whiplash here. Maybe you move 1, 2, play your drone, play your draw shots. Brittle parts? Oh! Brittle parts! That being said, I don't really love playing Whiplash here because it means that we take like 4 extra damage. It does do a lot of damage to the enemy, but still, I think you have to play Heat Sink and then just reduce your heat, though it burns me up a little bit. Okay, this is good. Don't worry, we'll get to the brittle part. You got nothing to concern yourself with. As much as I'd love to play an explosive slug B, let's think twice first so we can get another drone out there first. Comes with a move, so we can summon another one of these. You're about to get shot. I have no evasion. I'm going to take damage. I've made a mistake. Taking 1 hull damage is not the end of the world, but we didn't have to. I'd love to get into this position right here. But then we need evasion. We have none evasion. Okay, well, Jupiter Eclipse. The greatest seer of all time. The greatest explosive slug of all time. The greatest freeze dry of all time. Past turn. They're going to get toasted. You can't kill me. You can kind of annoy me a little bit. I'll admit having none attack here is kind of psychotic, but... Okay, now we just need we need drones. Jupiter Eclipse. Slug me? What do you got left HP-wise? Not enough to survive this, let me tell you. It's that simple. Maybe it's not quite at a Type B viewer level yet, but we did get a kill with new characters. Well, a new character. A new ship, I guess, on harder. Scrammy, scrammy, scram. Brace yourself. Don't take offense to the fact that I skipped through the memories, okay? I'm old now. I'm a mechanics Andy. It's just it would be disingenuous for me to skip through all the dialogue throughout the game and then at the memory be like, oh, I'm going to pay attention. Everyone would know I'm pretending, you know? It would be incongruent with the way that I'm playing the game before. It's the great thing about the game is polymorphic, okay? You can play it for mechanics, you could play it for story, maybe you could play it for a little bit of both. An alchemist. Her cards use Shard as a resource to power up defense, movement, and mid-row actions. And an achievement unlocked. All right, let me get a slash marker on that one. We'll call that Cobalt Core 1.